Just got off of work. I worked a 12-hour shift, graveyard shift. I might leave some information out. If I do, I apologize, you guys. I'm a little bit tired, but I found it necessary to make this video for you guys. The author of the book, The California Legal Investigator, for the past 3 years, it has been listed on Amazon's legal services section in the top 100. Many times it's been number 1, number 10, number 50, it just depends on the day. But I'm the author of that book, which provides resource information for those of you who want to be a private investigator in the state of California. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to find a life insurance policy from somebody that's maybe related to you, or maybe somebody put you as their beneficiary on a life insurance policy. This video will also assist those of you who are licensed private investigators trying to locate assets for somebody. Now, this is not professional advice. I am not an attorney, by the way. I am a licensed private investigator in the state of California, and I'm also an investigator that's listed with the state of California Controller's Office. That doesn't mean that I work for the state of California. It just means that I am a private investigator listed with them. So we're going to assume that the person who passed away received a life insurance policy or some type of life insurance annuity through a company who's authorized to perform life insurance services in the state of California. We're going to make that assumption here. When somebody passes away and they had life insurance, the life insurance agency under California state law is supposed to, and I think it's within 3 years, send the money up to the state of California Controller's Office. Now, this is a reality. If you're an insurance agency, do you really want to send the money up, or do you want to keep it in your books? Because as for your shareholders or the people that own the company, you take a little bit of loss when you have to pay maybe millions or hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands to the beneficiaries. So the sketchy technique is to keep the money for yourselves and maybe put into some type of account where it would accumulate some type of interest. Okay, that's a sketchy, that's unethical way to do business. In 2008, State of California Controller's Office did an audit, and what they end up doing is basically threatened to sue about 28 companies, major life insurance companies. There was a settlement that was reached, and during that settlement, the agreement was that the life insurance company was going to post the account holder's name on the state controller's website. Now, I know that there's more details to that, but that's all that I know right now. If you go to the state, if you go to the state controller's website, the unclaimed property portion, the division, you can actually search under the settlement agreement, and it's a very easy search. The problem is that it's only 28 companies. Now, there's hundreds of companies that are registered or allowed to do business in the state of California. So what you actually have to do if you want to figure out whether or not this person had a life insurance company with all of those hundreds of companies is you're going to have to write or contact each individual company, and that is time consuming. Normally people would do it themselves, hire an attorney or hire a private investigator to do that for them. If you're a private investigator, the expense that you're going to undertake is maybe send through registered mail a request letter, and you would probably have to get some type of power of attorney or some type of agreement that authorizes you to perform these searches on behalf of this other person. Now, at a minimum, what you're going to need is a name, first name, last name, and date of birth, preferably the last four of the social security number, and more or less the date that this person passed away. You're going to have to provide that information. If you have a policy number, that is better. Write to them and ask if there is a policy under this person that passed away. You're going to have to show that you represent this person. If you are a family member, you're going to most likely have to have that original death certificate and be able to prove that, number one, you are beneficiary, and number two, if not, that you're entitled to some portion or all of that insurance claim. Okay. As a private investigator, I get a lot of people that reach out to me, and it's fraudulent activity. What they're doing to me is there's other relatives that are entitled to that payout, and they hire me to do all the paperwork, thinking or just giving the cloak of impression that they're doing a due diligence and they're reaching out to all the family members and they are the only person that has a right to claim of the property. They hire you guys, if you're a private investigator, to make those claims. Again, so it just makes it look like they're doing the due diligence, and you look for all the family members that are entitled to the claim. As a private investigator, you may have to search for other family members that may be entitled to a claim. Okay. Now, if you can't find the insurance policy by writing to the hundreds of companies or contacting them, and also a little tip: look up the I think it's called the policy locator division for these insurance companies. By the way, you can even do online searches for this. Now, let's just say you can't find this insurance company through the state controller's website, and I'm going to give you a link, by the way. It'll be in the description below, or through contacting the hundreds of insurance companies that are authorized to do business in California. The next route is to monitor this deceased person's mail for about a year. Again, you're gonna have to do it legally. You're gonna have to have legal access to the mailbox, but check every couple months and see maybe that there's some type of statement that comes in through the mail for the life insurance policy. Look through the bank statements. Sometimes there's deductions that were made during this person's lifetime. If this person worked for somebody that offers life insurance, you may want to contact the union or maybe the human resource department as well. Like I said, bank statements, any mailing that comes in that shows some type of hint of ownership of this life insurance account will definitely work for you. Okay. Those of you that are not in California, you might want to get a hold of the Medical Insurance Bureau. They are not a government agency, they're a private agency. And for a fee of about $75 to $100, you can request, again, if you are a potential beneficiary or a heir to the assets from the life insurance policy, you can contact them, fill out a form online, or call them, or mail them even a letter with a check. That's the slowest way to go, and request the service to locate the policy. The Medical Insurance Bureau, I'll leave a link in the description below. They have access to over 400 life insurance companies, and they're not going to tell you whether they have a policy or not, but what they're going to tell you is whether or not there's an application made, because this company does have access to insurance applications. Okay, and that's I want to say maybe a tip or some partial information that you could work from. So if I know that somebody filled out an application for life insurance for MetLife, I might want to contact MetLife or some type of other insurance company where there's an application. Okay, that's Medical Insurance Bureau. They do not provide any service, as far as I know, to the state of California. You can do your search for free through the state controller's website under the unclaimed property division. Again, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. They don't provide access to Californians or policies that were written in California. Anyhow, if you have any questions that I did not cover in this video, please comment below. I do not accept most cases, so you can't hire me as your private investigator to locate assets, but you can always ask questions. Again, if the questions are not answered any of the links or in this video, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I hope this video helps you guys. Please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you are a private investigator. Those of you who are just skimming by that have no intention of being a private investigator, but if you like this video, please at least like it at the very least. But again, if you're a private investigator, subscribe. You guys have an awesome year. It's 2020, going on 2021. Let's all be safe. Thank you.